Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for watching one more time. Please subscribe to the channel, Mike Flair, on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Now, as we proceed, I want to make this for the youth. I want to get them to really understand when you graduate high school, you have to know, you need to really start thinking about what your skill level is and how can you improve it. I have this here, pyramid, no pun intended. It's just to give you an analogy of how things work. There's this thing called the entry level. When you graduate high school, you only have high school diploma experience, no work experience yet. So they have this thing called entry level. And that could be warehouse, retail, food business, any entry level job. There are entry level jobs with the state. There are entry level jobs with all kinds of businesses, but you don't want to stay there for a long time. And this is why I really stress on knowing what to go to school for, because if you don't go to school for the right thing based on the area that you live in, you can still find yourself at the entry level. Now, working at a warehouse, you're probably going to work 12 hours or more a day. Sometimes more than that. Some people say work 16 hours a day at the warehouse. If you liked it, you liked it. It's up to you. What I'm saying is there is better. As you go up, it gets better. But you got to have the skill to move up. Retail. Even though some retail places you work 4 to 5 hour shifts, no more than probably 8 hours sometimes, maybe even 10. But you're up on your feet all day. And you have to be there whether you feel like it or not. Most, I'm gonna say a high percentage of retail jobs, you don't even get paid time off. You just have to call in and you don't get paid for that day. That's just how the system works in retail. Um, Food business. You may work 8 hours, you may work 10 hours, depending on where you work at. You may work at like a restaurant that's open all day, IHOP or Denny's or something like that, or working at McDonald's. They open 24 hours. I think some of them are. If you don't get your skill level up, like if you work at McDonald's, if you don't have a plan for your skill level, you can find yourself here 5 years before you know it, just like that. So if you're there past 5 years, you need to be thinking about being on the management level at a food business, a restaurant, or something like that. Don't be cooking burgers and you've been there 10 years still cooking the burgers. You want to be doing something else within those 10 years, unless you're comfortable doing that. But the person that's like me that's worked these jobs, like that's got to be a better way. It has to be a better. I don't want to do this for 5 or 10 years. That's what I'm making this for. Other entry level things, working at a bank, entry level teller. If you work at a bank, what's the next level to be after a teller? Working at a university, you start out in environmental services or something. What's the next level up? I've talked to people while I work at the college, at a college, and I've known people to start off working in environmental service, cleaning up, and they end up getting like a master's degree and they ain't like accounting or something like that, making crazy money. So it's all about the plan, the strategy, and the execution. PSA: plan, strategy, execution. Plan, strategy, execution. Now, you increase your skill level. You start to find out, or I did, you start to find out that the work that you did on the entry level, it starts to funnel down to other duties assigned to specific tasks. Mid-level, let's say accounting. I ain't got enough room to write all that out. Accounting, They say working in IT. What else? Being working at the state, different little positions like that. You know, let's say supervisor. Supervisor. Let's read that. Let's write that again. Supervisor. Plural that. Supervisor. Teacher. What else? It's a lot of jobs at that mid level that you can do, and it's so many of them out there. Actually, I work in IT. That's what a lot of stuff I know. But there are. Matter of fact, hit me in the comments and let me know a lot of mid level jobs that these kids don't know about that's out there that you could do. I mean, being a courier. I did that for a while. Being a courier. What else? What else? Like I say, working at a bank, being a financial person. But that could be under accounting, but I mean, mid-level stuff. When you go from entry level to specific tasks, mid-level stuff. There's a lot of stuff out there, guys. You can do at the mid-level, and the workload is specific to what your skill is in. Like if you're accounting, you're gonna be doing accounting stuff, books, numbers, and budgets, and that's what your skill is. You work in IT. Depending on where you work in IT, you got help desk, you got systems, you got networking. You got programmers, you got web developers, you got UI UX designers, so much stuff to do in IT. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff. And the thing to think about is, if you were think about a company needs an IT infrastructure in order to survive in today's time. If you don't have a website, if you don't have a network infrastructure, you don't have an IT team, somebody to help the workers with their computer equipment and stuff like that, and image and stuff, it's gonna be tough for a company to survive nowadays. So that's something to think about. Let's say you get to mid-level and your skill increases and you understand the position. Now you move into management. That covers a lot. You can be IT management. You can be financial, the manager over the finance department. You could be the manager, at a store manager. A lot of things, manage. Even mid-level. We think about working for the city, firefighter, right? Young men and women. Being a firefighter it could be, if you start that when you're young, could be very beneficial for you. You get out of high school and you take the test, the aptitude test. Pass that, then you go do the video, the one where you sit in front of the camera and answer a question. If you get past that and get in and become a firefighter, you can work your way up, and the system is there for you to work your way up and really have a nice career for yourself and have a pension as well. Part of one of the last jobs to have a nice pension that you can retire off of. So being a firefighter is pretty good. Some people might not like that, but police officer, right? Being a police officer, go to police academy, go through the training, become a police officer. Be a pillar in the community. You can do that as well. So many things at the mid-level that you can do that's pretty nice. You get to think about management, right? Management means that you're going to be managing a team of people. Let's say, in IT, right? If you're the manager over help desk, you're probably going to be the manager over like 4 or 5 people, however many the company allows you to have. You're the manager. You make sure things are done. They give you things that they want think about and work on. Different little projects may come up, and they tell the manager, and the manager tells the team, and the team takes care of the task. And he goes back and report to the higher ups or whatever. So, manager, think about a firefighter. You be like a engineer. You drive the trucks. You're the head of the team. You run the team, and you give out the orders. And when you get to the scene, You do this, you do this, you do this. You got everything kind of mapped out. All kind of ways to get to management. But this is where you want to get to. You don't want to be stuck here. You want to get to here or here. That's where you want to get to. This way or that one. And if you go to school or you go to a trade or with firefighter, if you get through the training and go through the training and become a firefighter, if you get all of this done before you turn 25, you'll be in great shape. And after that, it's just all about vetting opportunities at that point. Going through opportunities, see if you want to accept it or not. If not, you move on to the next thing. So, mid-level, you move to management, you fly through that, or your skill level increase, especially if you go to school, get an MBA or go to school and really increase your level, get your work experience. Some people get there. It's a very small percentage, but they do get there, and they get to the executive level. This is like a CEO, CTO. There's so many CFO. So many titles, man. It's crazy, but when you get here, that means that you're the person everybody reports to for that given corporate financial officer. Everybody reports to you about the financials of the business. Corporate technical officer. Everybody reports to you, or CIO. Sometimes it's called CIO, corporate information officer. Everybody reports to you in the IT department. Everybody give you reports on the projects that they're working on. They let you know how everything's going. The network team have a report to you. The programming team will have a report to you. And also, you manage the whole IT department. Make sure, we don't have any vulnerabilities, making sure that everybody's on top of their department. Going out and getting grants for your department. Being able to write articles and different little things for publications about your department, about things you're working on. Completing tasks, like maybe when you be the CIO or the CTO, you may have to upgrade the network infrastructure. You have to get all the information from everybody in the department, and you have to come up with a final decision to propose to the higher ups. If you're at a college, you propose to the chancellor or the person right up under the chancellor. So many levels out there. I didn't even know about this till I was exposed to it. I was like, wow. And there's more to it than these jobs. I'm telling you, working at these jobs, when you start getting to that mid-level management, it's so much to it. But the key is to increase your skill level. You never want to stay stagnant. You always want to increase your skill level. Just like a basketball player has to increase their skill level if they want to be great. It's same in the corporate world. If you want to be great, you have to increase your skill level. Can't stress it enough. Skill level, your communication. Write that down. SECM. Can't stress it enough. Skill set, education, communication, and mindset. You gotta work on those four. You wanna work on these four right there. Skill set, education, communication, mindset. You wanna work on those. You wanna always be increasing those four. Sometimes at the same time, sometimes a little bit at a time. But you wanna make progress. This is Mike. I'm signing out. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And also, go to our channel, CorpTech Media, where we talk about situations in the corporate world. We compare situations like the NFL or sports to the corporate world, how things work. So go out and check that channel out, CorpTech Media. Check it out. Let me know what you think. I'm signing out. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.